As for the question asked about Howard, if he's married, I don't think Howard's
I don't
married.
think Howard's married, no.
He might have been once, but I don't think he's married right now.
You know what? Cowboy and I were talking about this actually, and we had a question about whether or not Cowboy or Howard is a grifter or whatnot, and because somebody else called him out, stuff like that. Remember that, Cowboy?
Yeah.
So what happened there?
Yes. Actually, that's what I was referring to like 20 minutes ago when I was telling you. Do you remember like a week ago I contacted you with like some information that I wanted to keep hush hush that I was asking you to investigate? That's what I was referring to. I just didn't want to say it publicly, but now that you guys are speaking on it publicly, yes.
Oh, yeah,
so numerous people. In fact, another person today, another person today contacted me with the same information, saying like, "Oh, don't you know that he's a fraud, and he's a grifter, and he's married? Do you know that he's married? He's married." And then a couple weeks ago, do you guys remember? His name now is Lazarus. They used to go by Messenger.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Cowboy. We were talking about this actually.
Yeah. He contacted me and he was like, "Listen, just to let you know, you made a dedication." He said something like, "Oh, Cowboy." I pinned it. Anyone can go look at it. He said, "Yeah, Cowboy. Just to let you know, this guy Howard Dare, he's been married, and
Haven't we all?
Yeah,
well, that's
right.
The thing.
And Cowboy, I said the same thing to you, right? And who's to say the reason why he wasn't in jail was because he was married before and stuff like that? We don't know. It's all subjugation, right? But we don't know. And the only thing is, we can take Howard for what his words are now. But I can tell you this right now, I'm having trepidations about Howard now because all he does now is shill for money. So maybe
you know what? As of right now, I have nothing.
Maybe he is in such a bad state that he needs money to keep out of prison.
That's possible. I understand that.
And we could help the guy out, or we could turn our backs on him.
Okay, well, let me address that. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say this right now.
Okay.
I don't want to turn my back on Howard Dare.
No. So go ahead, Cowboy. What do you got to say?
Oh yeah, no. Again, just because it was brought up, I had no intention on talking about Howard Dare at all right now, or any of the things that we've been speaking about for the last like 3 minutes. Okay, so so I left this lengthy. Okay, so if you guys know anything about Lazarus, or again, Messenger Rising, I consider him like an OG of the community.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of consider what he says to have considerable weight.
Yeah.
So, I commented back, or I wrote him back, and I said, what you said is duly noted. But then I also went on to say that I don't know that he is married or that he was married. Obviously, if he was married in the past and he's not married now, you can still be a Mgtow. And I just reaffirmed the idea that there's only, according to what I consider, there's only 2 hard and fast rules of Mgtow: no marriage, no cohab. No marriage, no cohab.
Mm-hmm.
If he is married currently, then technically he's not a Mgtow. But and even that aside, I also wrote that because of his years of because of his hundreds and hundreds of because of his huge library of work, I still consider his his channel good, his message good. He's still on my good side is basically what I said. And then just today, someone else contacted me and said, Howard Dare is trash and he's a grifter and all this shit.
I don't.
Well, I guess I'll have to resign from Mgtow because I technically cohab.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Oh, I mean, we have separate bedrooms. We have a son together, but we don't sleep together. Yeah, we live in the same house.
Mitchell, that doesn't count.
Yeah,
Cowboy just stated the rules, man, and I have broken the fucking fourth wall here, so I'm out.
Chris Mitchell, I got a question for you. you currently live in the same house as
Oh my
as your
God,
ex-wife?
Cowboy, stop waffling.
That's what he said.
No, I'm just curious.
No, my ex-wife is in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
I cohab with my son's mother, my youngest boy. We have a co-parenting thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. So you were married, then you got divorced, and then I'm guessing at some point you moved out of the United States of America, and now you live with another woman and have a child with her?
We have a child together, and we live in the same house. Yes.
But you're not married to her.
No. We have separate bedrooms, dude.
Yeah, so you're free to date whoever you want.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't date. Like I stated,
No,
I don't date, right?
I know.
You guys don't. You guys are not even romantically together in any capacity anymore.
No, we have a co-parenting thing.
Yeah, which I understand. I mean, imagine what it would cost you if you didn't.
Well, I mean, it's not that I didn't think she was a fine person. It's just the idea of marriage and relationship doesn't work for me. Yeah. Now, being a dad is no problem. And she's, a good mom. So we had a kid together.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good.
I don't know what to say to that. I guess what I would say is I don't mean to give you flack, and I'm not saying any of this behind your back. Yes, in the most technically, you are not a Mgtow.
No, and I mean.
And now I've lost all respect for you, and I hate you.
Okay, well, I understand.